Brought to you by your surf authority, expert advice, and friendly staff. Hawaiian South Shore. So what's the forecast? Well, let's start with the South Shore. Friday, February 3rd, that south swell that was originated deep in the South Pacific is supposed to be fading from 1.5 feet at 13 to 14 seconds. 2-foot Hawaiian, we'll give it waist to chest high, something like that. And Saturday, fading even more from 1.2 feet at 12 to 13 seconds early. 1.5 foot Hawaiian, we'll say waist high, something like that. But then after that, really no swell is forecast. It doesn't mean there won't be surf, just 2 feet or less. There's potential for wind swell and little bits of ghost energy coming in here and there. So good for developing some skills, learning how to surf, but nothing too exciting for advanced surfers. Now up on the North Shore on Friday, northwest wind swell, the Kurill swell pretty much gone by then. Fading, well, this is actually remnants of the Kurill swell, 2.2 feet, 11 to 12 seconds early, 2 to 2.5 foot, we'll say waist to maybe chest high. And then by Saturday, everything gone. We're just down into trade wind swell, 3.5 feet at 8 seconds, wrapping around from the northeast. Again, we'll say waist high. Same sort of deal on Sunday, northwest wind swell, 3.5 feet at 8 seconds early. 2.5 feet, we'll give it waist high. But then on Monday, that Kurill swell, a new Kurill swell, starts building in 2.3 feet at 18 seconds late. That's a 4-foot Hawaiian, we'll give that shoulder high or better. And then that swell builds on Tuesday, the 7th of February, to 3.4 feet at 14 to 15 seconds. So 5-foot Hawaiian, maybe a foot or two overhead. Then fading on Wednesday from 3.6 feet at 13 to 14 seconds. So, you know, we'll say head high Hawaiian, something like that. And fading more on Thursday at 3 feet Hawaiian, chest high. So definitely rideable surf, nothing too over the top, but certainly better than not surfing at all. Definitely the forecast for the southern hemi. We're just going to blast through this because really we're looking for some sort of a gale or something down here with at least 25 or 26 foot seas. We don't really expect to see any of that, but blast through this just so you can see what's going on. These seas here, barely 20 feet, 18 feet there on Tuesday, and really nothing expected to result swell-wise from that. It's the dead of winter. You wouldn't expect anything down here where it is summertime. But then looking up north in the North Pacific, a far better pattern is setting up. Little gale is pushing off the Kurill Islands with 33-foot seas. That's to fade out. But a whole series of systems are forecast behind that. Little system just due north of Hawaii on Sunday with like 22-foot seas. Another system over the dateline with 22-foot seas. That's really remnants of the Kurill gale. Another system winding up as we get into Monday and Tuesday with 36-foot seas, mainly off to the east, but swell should result for the Hawaiian Islands. And then a far stronger system beyond that. Even notice this little gale as we get into Wednesday, the 8th of February, just due north of the Hawaiian Islands, 30-foot seas. And then this gale, actually it's a storm. It's been on and off the models for the past day or two and still almost a week out, but seas forecast to right there, it's like 54 feet, and aimed pretty well at the Hawaiian Islands. If that were to happen, long period groomed swell would result for the Hawaiian Islands. So something worth keeping our eyes on. And then looking beyond that, a whole series of gales are forecast stacking up, crossing the North Pacific, with the biggest one, the furthest out in time-wise, was seas to 54 feet, something to definitely keep our eyes on if you're into much bigger surf. But even before that, a whole series of, we'll say, moderate-sized surf seems likely if you believe the models. So things are definitely looking up, and even long-term beyond that, we think a stronger jet stream pattern is going to set up, and surf is going to start kicking up significantly long-term as we get deeper into February. So a good outlook is expected. Plenty of surf. Go get some and be safe. We'll do this again next week. Same time, same channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.